Alright, YouTube, Light Guy Senpai here, and I am with Kevan Downs, who just got second place at the ARG State Invitational thingamabobber, and had a really great match with him earlier. So I wanted to do a deck profile on it. And what were you playing today?
Nova Grappler Victor.
Whew, let's see it.
Alright, for a starter, I have Extreme Battler Rumble. I use it just because serving as a pretty good booster itself, keeps me from dropping more things from hand to boost with. So it's pretty good. I run 4 Red Lightning and 1 Extreme Battler Break Pass for crit triggers. Red Lightning, because Nova Grappler is pretty counterblast heavy, so the unflips are really nice. It's just 5th trigger, another effect trigger. Also have 4 Energy Girl. Now, I mean, Nova Grapplers don't really need help standing with stand triggers in the deck. Never really a bad thing if I do happen to hit one. I like her for the restand turn with Victoplasma or Buster. If I have her boosting behind them on the second attack, and I have either Cool Hank or Abrail with an up and another rearguard column, I can stand that column a total of 3 times that turn, so some of the powers get pretty ridiculous with that. Then I have 3 draw triggers, because in a deck that doesn't really have any form of superior calling or draw engine, draws are always nice to hit every so often. And then, of course, 4 heal triggers.
Yeah, heal's always good.
So for grade 1s, I have 4 Cyclone, unflip perfect guard for Nova Grapplers. So again, just pretty much unflips are always nice in this deck, given that it's heavy. I also run 4 Stride Fodder. Striding is pretty essential in this deck, given that it's like all G breaks, so nice to be able to hit into this. I run 1 Clay Doll Mechanic. Once again, get on place unflip, pretty good for the deck. And then Extreme Battler Malyon, he has a 4 of. He's got best booster in the deck. Whenever anything stands in front of it, he distributes, and then when it attacks, it gives 2 things +4. Whenever he stands again, it gets +8. It stacks on itself. So it's pretty ridiculous turns with multiple things in front of it.
Absolutely. But if you pull Shotgun,
Grade 2s, I have 4 Extreme Battler Susanna. Same case with Mariaki. When I get multiple restands off in the same turn, numbers are pretty nice to hit. So, best grade 2 in terms of multiple restands in 1 turn. I have 3 Cool Hank. Just between Hank and Avril, you need the extra restands, so he's a nice enabler of that. I don't run 4 just for the sake of space in the deck, I guess. So I have 3 Avril, same case as Hank, and then another nice thing with Avril, even though it is just an on-place skill for the turn, it can hit the Vanguard on its own, being that it becomes an 11k. 3 Starlight Hedgehog. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of this card in Nova Grapplers because they claim it doesn't really support their whole win condition. I don't know, I think getting a draw and an unflip on a turn is pretty good, so I run that so I can actually get some kind of hand and recover resources. For grade 3s, 3 Envoy of Righteousness, Crystal Devil. Just serves as the good backup for Victor. If I'm going first, if I'm not, his on-play skill's not bad for extra restands, so keep it pretty good backup. Then we got Extreme Battler Victor. Best grade 3. Whenever my stride attacks, I restand something, so a lot of things are Victor heart restricted, so he's pretty nice to have.
So before you go into the G deck, is there anything that you would like, after today, that you would want to change about your main deck?
I'm not sure. It ran pretty well. Before the tournament, I was considering going 4 and 4. 4 and 4 between crits and draws. I'm not really sure how much that mattered. I ran pretty well today, so maybe just with more testing if I would see about changing anything. No, I like the way it ran today. So for the G zone, I'll start with G guards and things. I run 1 Sabreeze for for those cases where your opponent decides to not ride grade 3, try to rush you at grade 2, just stay there. Sabreeze is pretty good for that. Also, Sabreeze is pretty ridiculous in this deck, given that this can put up incredible numbers even just on the Sabreeze. So it's Sabreeze doesn't really put me too behind, even in Nova Grappler, who's very counterblast heavy. Run 1, Dark Element Dismal. Pretty good G-Guard. If I ever need to save a Sazanda or anything, he's my guy. I got 2 Righteous Superhuman Blue Prism. He's Nova Grappler's G-Guard. Don't have anything better to this point, so kind of gotta run him. Run 1 Metal Element Screw into cases where I have to get more guard, and I have like an extra grade 3 or something in hand, and he's better than Blue Prison. He's not bad to use. Got 1 Media Kaiser Shrub Root. My opponent feels like spamming out their field and putting me at high counterblast. He's not a bad option to go to, especially if the deck I'm playing against has minimal recovery. Still enables my columns, and given how many unflips I have in the deck, he's not too bad to go into, even though he uses a lot of counterblast. I have 2 Media Kaiser Victor. I don't use him as much as Buster or Victor Plasma, but he's in there because I have space, and he's a pretty good stride, especially in the cases where I don't have a lot of available counterblast. And at G-Break 3, he just enables me the free restand, so he's pretty nice. And 4 Media Kaiser Bustard, kind of the MVP of the deck, especially in terms of strides. First stride when I go to him, he guarantees me a restand, and his restand turn is just ridiculous. Like I said, especially if I have the Energy Girl to boost it. Best case scenario with him or Victor Plasma on the restand turn is I have preferably a Sazanda Malayaki column on one side, Cool Hank or Abril on the other. Him restanding with Energy Girl enables a guaranteed 3 restands of Sazanda, and power just goes insane with it. So, Bustard's ridiculously good. And the last 4 are Victor Plasma. Once again, another really good restander. Again, the position with Energy Girl in them works, so that's always nice. And if I don't have the full field to be able to restand Bustard, I'll be restanding Victor Plasma.
Whew. Oh man, like I enjoyed playing you during the Swiss rounds. I really enjoyed it during the last match when we got to play for first and second. Thanks for doing the deck profile. It was like if you're ever in Ohio again, like please look me up. Come up to Immortals Inc. We'll play. I'll see you at Nats. All right.
See you there.